What inspires us about a festival? And for this one, it's definitely some inspiration straight from Dolly's songbook, Sweet Summer Lovin'. I don't know if you guys have heard that song, but it's really nice. And when we get to the end of this, I may see if we have a minute to play it for you just as we have some Q&A time. But it just talks about streams and running barefoot and feeling free, and we really think that people appreciate that feeling and want to share that with their family and friends. And then we look to our Great Smoky Mountains National Park for our inspiration. And you can kind of see the beauty of the mountains, the layers, and then in the foreground, those bright yellow wildflowers. And you'll see in this festival that we're really picking up on that a lot from the color scheme standpoint. The Smoky Mountain Summer Celebration really has two facets. Just letting you see how this celebration spans the daytime and the nighttime experience. And if any of you were around last summer, you may have gotten a preview, a sneak peek of Sweet Summer Nights, which we actually debuted last summer as the nighttime experience. But it was designed to become the nighttime experience for Smoky Mountain Summer Celebration. So I think we all would have this question: what do you do? What do you see? What is the experience? So the experience is really a summer road trip. And I don't know about you, but in my family, when I was growing up, there was nothing like a good summer road trip. We had certain songs. Even in our college days, we had, I'm showing my age, how many of you made a little cassette tape of your favorite songs while you were doing a road trip? Yeah, I see some of your faces lighting up. That was the way we experienced a road trip, and that was a big part of it. And so all of our favorite songs were playing, so you'll see how that influences this. Also, the fun stops for fun food for those foodies in the group, and roadside attractions, some fun selfies, and tasty treats. And then we all wanted some fun mementos. So this is kind of not me and my friend, but this could have been me and my friend in college. It may have been much like many of you. The festival we're in now features an umbrella sky, and that has been hugely popular. We see a lot of people sharing about that and taking fun selfies. We are, for summer, going to present a kite sky. So there will be hundreds and hundreds of kites in the sky above Show Street. So that's one of our main roadside attractions. And you'll see these insignias that you see in the middle, where we have a crest and a roadside attraction sign. So some of our graphics package really picks up on the state park and national park roadside attractions. One of our next roadside attractions will be placed in Market Square, and it's this crazy idea I had about how could we make a sculpture out of water hoses? And who in the world would do that anyway? Well, we would. So we take, there are about 100 water hoses, and this thing is 10 feet tall, and it sprays water on, yes, who would want to be sprayed, but there's enough space to walk around if you don't want to get wet. We think a lot of people will, because our summers are really hot here and humid, so it's a fun way to cool down and relax. Also, a part of this experience is we'll have a landscape brigade, and they will come seemingly out of nowhere and form a percussion group, and they'll use their farming and gardening implements to tap out tunes and to kind of have a fun little flash mob type entertainment element. And those will be kind of surprise and delight throughout the day. In Jukebox Junction, that's our 50s themed area in the park, and we'll have, there are natural looking streets there. And so we'll have a fire hydrant that will, in an impromptu way, just start spraying. And we have another performing troupe that will engage with that, a little bit of singing in the rain style. So this will be, again, another pop-up experience in the park that has the potential to cool you off if that's what you would like to do. Again, another roadside attraction. in our village area, we'll have a parachute play area. And I don't know how many of you had that in elementary school. For those of us who weren't real athletes, this was as athletic as it comes, but I thought it was so fun, and it really shares lots of color. And we'll have different size parachutes for the little guys. There will be a smaller parachute, and then for adults and bigger kids, there will be a larger parachute, so everyone is a part of the play. And then we'll wrap our trees with this bright colored wrapping just to pull the color into the area over in the village. That is where you catch the train, if you like to ride our train. And then we'll have lazy loungers in summer. A lot of times our guests, when they're visiting the park, just like to take a minute. And currently, in this area are our sit and sit porch. It's like where we have rocking chairs, and a lot of guests like to just kind of have some tea or something to drink and just sit down and relax. And these loungers face each other, so it's very conducive for conversation and just sharing a good time and taking a minute to relax. One of my favorites is Oodles of Noodles. This is our roadside attraction that will be in the upper part of Craftsman's Valley. If any of you have been around during Christmas time, this would be where our northern lights are at Christmas. So Oodles of Noodles is what we're calling it. This art installation is made of pool noodles. So we thought, what could we do with something very simple that everyone has had in their hands? And how crazy would it be if we hang hundreds of these in the sky? So there will be about 1,000 pool noodles in a color spectrum hanging overhead. It'll be kind of silly but fun. And we think it'll be very picturesque. Okay, in Wilderness Pass, we have the plaza area where our fountain is right now. The fountain will go down, and we will create a huge bubble foam experience where kids of all ages will be able to just run and play in this ridiculous amount of foam. So this is we think will be one of our favorite roadside attractions. There will be a smaller area for children. We're trying to be cognizant in this summer festival. We see so many families, and we're so thrilled that we do. But we always want to be cognizant. There are some little guys that may not want to be in the same foam area, or their parents may not be comfortable with them in the same foam area as adults or big kids. So we'll have two separate areas for the littles. And this will be a timed experience. We're going to play a little bit with how long, but we don't want the kids to be in so long that they get saturated with foam and dampness. So we're going to play with that. We think the experience is about 5 minutes. All right, this is an art installation I found that was originally created for an art museum. And I contacted them because this is an interactive art installation. These are called Los Tropes, and it means spinning tops. And so people will be able to sit on these and spin. They don't spin really fast, so it's not dangerous or scary, but it's something that can spin around and creates really fun photo ops. And we'll have these in our Wildwood Grove entry plaza area. When we talked earlier about what a summer road trip is like, we all know that there are soundtracks, and we feel like music is the soundtrack of our lives, and never is that more true than in this festival. Entertainment will bring the road trip to life in the streets at Dollywood, and guests will be able to be on kind of a musical journey throughout the summer. Also, the fun food elements that comes with a summer road trip. This will happen in the form of a food truck park in our Adventures in Imagination area. It's over where you would see the Dolly's Closet Retail and the Barton Family Show. And then Merchandise has promised to deliver some fun mementos for this festival, and they gave me a little bit of a sneak peek to share with you about what all that you'll be able to see from a retail standpoint in the park. And then We will have lots of fun summer photo ops, and while they're not all fully developed yet, I want to give you a preview of where we are so far with this. So to go along with our kite sky, we'll have a kite photo op for couples or families or friend groups to stand in front of a group of flags. We'll also have a parachute photo op for kids of all ages to get with a parachute and have their photo made. And then we have our pickup truck and our which way do I go? Well, fun is in every direction at Dollywood this summer. So we'll have that fun photo op too. And then getting toward the end of this, I'll show you the look of summer at Dollywood this year. So the landscape will be filled with blues and yellows. And as we all know, flowers don't really come in blue, so we push that a little bit and bring it in the form of a deep purple that looks like blue when you set it next to yellow.
Just click off of it. Just click off it. There you go.
And then this is one of our entry statements that we'll have just in front of Show Street Palace, welcoming everyone to the summer celebration. Here are some of the graphics and signage you'll see throughout the park. The one in the lower right hand signifies all the culinary locations that are included in this festival. And then you'll see fun banners, this smiley sunshine that welcomes all the guests. And again, the roadside attractions will be called out in this way throughout the park, and we think those will be fun photo ops as well. And then that brings us to Sweet Summer Nights. And again, some of you may have experienced our new drone light show and fireworks show last year, but we kind of wanted to give a peek to that last year and in hopes of it anchoring our festival this year, and that's absolutely what's happening. The show received rave reviews last year. So as the bright summer gives way to dusk, night skies are filled with the spark of fireworks and the wonder of Dollywood's drone light show. This drone light show is like something our guests have never seen before, and hopefully you'll feel the same way when you experience it. But friends and family are brought together by the joy of summer and its extraordinary goodness found in singing, dancing, laughing, and simply being together. And so, Sweet Summer Nights happens in our Wildwood Grove area near the Wildwood Tree. So just before the fireworks and drones kick off, we have a huge we have a huge dance party in this area in Wildwood Creek. And so there are pickup trucks with dancers in them, there's a stage, there's a DJ, and these are actual photos from last summer, and you can see our guests were really excited about dancing along and singing along. Here's a few shots of the actual drones in the sky. So this represents 500 drones. And these are all choreographed specifically to the songs that we've chosen. And just to give you an overview, this is our site plan that shows the coverage throughout the whole park. This is an entire park map. And you can kind of see that this festival covers all of Dollywood. And so it gives guests an opportunity to spread out and not have to feel confined to one area to experience the festival. But at every turn, really, there's something to enjoy about Summer Celebration. We're trying something new that we've never done before, which is take our festival over to Splash Country. So Dollywood Splash Country has a summer season operation, and we felt like this was a perfect time to try bringing summer ducky days to Splash Country. So we will have some giant inflatable ducks and small tiny ducks throughout the park for guests to see and play with and have photos. And then Merchandise has promised us some really fun retail product with yellow ducks and some fun food items as well. And then the festival continues at night at Dreamworld. Are you guys staying here are you enjoying your stay? Good. I don't know if you've been able to take in some of the nighttime activities, but nighttime at this resort is really special. The lighting is fun and it's kind of dim and really creates a relaxing atmosphere. So we thought, how fun would it be to have blankets sitting around, guests can have s'mores, there will be live music outside, and movies being played on the lawn. So that wraps up our summer celebration.